Hey, my friend, I'm Casey. It really has been a while since I do a talking video. Okay, so before I get into the topic, I need you to understand that I'm not here to judge or to say this is right or this is wrong. No, I'm only explaining or sharing what I thought is going on. So people tend to judge others based on their own value, their own standard. And that is something that I want to explain in more detail. Imagine there's this group of people in this world, and the main reason, the primary reason for this group of people to form any kind of relationships is because of loneliness. Okay? I'm saying that's the primary, the main reason, not the only, okay? That's this group. And then there's another group. And this group of people, they may need a deeper connection. They need maybe love or affections in order to form any kind of relationships. And I'm not talking about just to people, to human being, to things too, to for example music, to your pets or to your hobbies, anything, not just to human, but this group of people, they need this emotional content in order for this group of people to form a deeper level of connection to that person or to that thing. And usually this group of people, the loneliness one, will get judged, and that is unfair, I would say. Why? Because if you're a lady, you're slutty. If you're a guy, you're such a trash playboy. You're playing just, and because they lack this maybe love or emotional stuff, and they get judged. They change partner like clothes, like jacket, very easily. I know many people are like that personally, even on the internet too, of course. Like they change partner constantly. After this, the next one they go, and after that keep changing because of what they need a company. They need to find someone to hang out with because of loneliness. They're so lonely, and that's the primary reason for that. And I'm not saying the only. They can have maybe affections later on that developed along the relationships. But still, the main and the primary reason for this group of people is what? Loneliness. Okay? And we shouldn't judge them based on their preference in maybe love or relationships. Because of that, we shouldn't. That's just the way they are. And then this group of people, by the way, I'm not saying this group of people they're right or morally higher standards, stuff like that, no. Or on the high horse, no way. Because this group of people will say that this group of people, they need to move on. They need to forget about the past. Because to this group of people, maybe it's uneasy, and sometimes they just don't want to talk about it. They just want to completely forget about what had happened in the past. And that's all. And to move on, And by the way, this word move on is a very tricky vocabulary, a very tricky word many people are using. You see, most of the time we are speaking the same language, and we are even using the same word, same wording, same vocabularies, but the meaning behind that word is different from person to person. To this group of people, you just, I need to forget about that. It's making me feel uneasy. And another group of people, not this group, maybe it's still here too, but anyway, another group is they have this strength to move on, and then to talk about, to think about, to treasure, to cherish the memories, the moment that they have with that person or with that thing within that short period of time, maybe 1 year, maybe from 2004 to 2005, within that year. Still, they don't have any hard feelings, just to look back or just to think about it. And why is that? So we have to talk about memories here. So here's the memories. And memories, generally speaking, have two parts. The first one, what had happened specifically, what had happened. Another part is what make us human, the emotional attachment, the emotional contact, how we feel toward this incident, toward this event at that time, space and time, at that moment, to the people or to the music or to that situation. Our feelings, our true feelings, this is what I call the emotional attachment, the emotional content. It doesn't have to just to people. It can be to your pets, to hobbies, to what you're passionate about. Okay, so there's two pillars, two parts of memories. And this group of people, we can still think, cherish, value the past and memory in the past, like very, like we just cherish so much that we don't tend to forget about it, so we can move on, because this is what makes us human being, not but both. Okay, the emotional content and what had happened, we need both. And if we can embrace this part of ourselves, then we can also use this emotional content to produce, to create more things that can inspire others. Art, for example, if you have this passion, this emotional content that you value, you cherish, then you can transfer that, use that emotional stuff, the sentimental things that you have within you, into maybe music. For example, you are a composer, you play the piano like me, you can just use that. Or you are a writer or anything, you can use that emotion. Let me give you an example. For example, Beethoven, he composed this song for Alice, maybe because Beethoven has so much emotions toward this lady named Alice. So he created this music called For Alice. Or maybe Chopin created this music because he has this intensive emotional stuff that is going on within his mind, that he need to express it, and then he composed this music. You see, it is very important we treasure this emotional stuff in our memories, in our past relationships with anyone or anything. And that is why we shouldn't just forget about this and that because it's uneasy, it's embarrassing. No, we shouldn't. We should embrace it. And that makes us a human being, and that also help us to create things that can actually inspire others, because we have our heart, our emotional stuff, our sentimental substance into what we are doing. We transfer that thing into a product that can inspire us. You see, that's very important. And that is why we shouldn't judge each other. Maybe this group of people will call this bullshit because they don't have that within them, so they cannot resonate what is going on. Even here's another example. Like, here two group of people, or maybe more than that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 group of people, many people, they are listening to the same music, they are watching the same movie, they are experiencing the same event. But do you think they can have the same feelings toward all those? Like, okay, we both watch the movies and I'm crying, oh, it's sad, it's so romantic, but this person, they don't feel anything. Because why? They don't have that thing within them. But this group of people, they do have that thing within them, so they can resonate, they can feel it. Or they listen to this music. Some people, they listen to classical music and they cry. They can listen to classical music for hours. But this another group of people, they just listen to Justin Bieber. To them, maybe there's something within Justin Bieber's music that can resonate with what inside this group of people, like the heart of this group of people, the brain maybe. Everyone is different. Here's the thing, you see, and that is why we shouldn't judge the others based on our own standard or value. Hey, you need to move on. Oh, hey, you need to forget about this. Hey, you need to love or affections. You can't just hang out with random people in the club because of what, loneliness. You can't do that. No, we shouldn't judge each other like that, because we are all different. We all have different things within us that make us different. And that's all, I guess. Thank you.